Hello and welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast. I am your host Wayne, and sitting on the far side of the world are my two lovely friends. I guess I don't
He's
have
lying, apparently.
I guess I don't have any friends, so that's okay.
I thought Mart was jumping in first. Hey, I'm the Rum Guy.
That's all right. It's okay. Why would Mart jump in first, considering that you are a mainstay on the stage, and Mart comes in every once in a while?
The way you said it, on the other side of the world, so I thought he was going to go first.
Well, you guys are on the other side of the world.
I'm like 500 miles away, dude.
That's pretty far. That's as big as Mart's country.
It is. It's a big
little
drive.
bit bigger than 500 miles, to be fair.
Well, I'm
but
sorry.
not a lot.
501.
Six and a quarter. That's, well, you know. Anyway, so Wayne, Mart,
Rob?
guess what?
What?
We're back. We're here. This is going on right now.
Oh, are we? Oh, no, we were recording. My bad.
Yeah. So tell me, what is new?
I don't have any friends, obviously.
You can be friends with Bill Cosby.
He's going to need friends.
He's going to need a lot of friends.
Well, you know what? I'd be Bill's friend. I'd be his friend. I just won't drink anything he gives me.
He, remember he already banned us.
He did ban us, fucking asshole. I mean, look, I was there. I was supporting him. Like,
wasn't that like a year and a half ago he did that, didn't he?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it was crazy.
You have to bring me up to speed on this.
Well, we did an entire episode, not an entire episode. We did a lot of episode on Bill Cosby when he was first convicted a while back, and
or accused. He was accused.
Yeah, accused, not convicted. But we did an episode, and actually, he banned us on Twitter.
Yeah, he listened to the episode.
Yeah.
And he wasn't happy with the episode.
So he actually blocked us. It came across on our Twitter account saying that Bill Cosby has now blocked you.
That's amazing.
That was the best Bill Cosby news we've ever gotten.
I think our headline the next week was, "Hey, we got blocked by Bill Cosby."
Yeah, something like that. Well, at least all the prisoners that he's gonna go see will they'll get some entertainment at least. At least he can go in there and do voices for him before he's dead in like a year. I mean, the man's 80.
Would he realistically get good prison time, like a decent stretch?
Oh yeah, like 10 years at least.
So he's going to die in prison, pretty much, isn't he?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, he's 80 years old, man. He doesn't have much left in him.
No. Well, he will soon.
I was gonna say in prison he'll have a lot in him, but you know what I mean.
Well, he's familiar with the pudding cups.
Hey.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby ain't gay. You will be soon, bitch.
Wow.
Well, apparently he sounds like Yogi Bear now.
I didn't say I was good at impressions, asshole.
It was close. It wasn't bad.
I'm just saying. Fuck off, Mart.
No, it's just it was kind of weird. I mean, this is going to set kind of a precedent, really, because those accusations were fairly old, weren't they?
Oh yeah,
like 20 years, 30 years old accusations. I mean,
longer than that. I mean, think about it. Yeah. Some of them were even longer than that.
Wow. I mean, I don't know if apparently he did something and it was stupid. But I mean, there's got to be a point in time where, I mean, you're just like, well, fuck, I missed my shot. It just seems like there should be a what is it, a time limit for some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To a point. I mean, like, I'm not like murder. Like murder. Oh, well, that's pretty bad. Okay, there's no statute limitations on murder. I get that.
Not like war crimes or anything like that.
Well, like, what's a war crime?
Well, like being part of gassing Jews and stuff.
Yeah, something along those lines.
As a war crime.
Well, yeah, but I mean, aren't you spending a lot of energy finding guys that are probably dead by now? I mean,
I love your moral compass on this one, Rob.
Well, I don't mean to sound bad by saying this, but I mean, really, there's a lot. I'm not just on that front, but on a, there's a lot of money and effort spent on trying to hunt down and find people to bring to justice or their justice or a type of justice, things that people did 50, 60 years ago. Come on. At this point, it's apparently, it's bad, it's done, and now you're just wasting millions of dollars hunting these people down. I watched that thing. They had a thing on TV about like hunting Hitler. Did you see this?
Did not.
They're not going to find him, are they?
Well, they actually
I think they did.
Proved he lived. He was not the guy in the hole. This was a big thing on TV. It was huge. They did the whole forensic science thing. Anyway, long story short, they spent somewhere along the lines of $40 million to prove this.
That could have fed and housed a lot of people.
Exactly. Now, to hunt down one, I can't remember the last war criminal's name that they finally caught.
Like that, yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, they found him in a care facility. He had stage 3 Alzheimer's. He had no fucking idea where he was at. He was like 92 years old, 93 years old. They spent almost $3.5 million tracking this guy down. They got him into custody. He died 2 days later.
Oh, well. Justice served.
So, I mean, it seems like such a fucking waste when you can be taking that money if you're extremely traumatized by something that has happened in your life. Wouldn't that money be best suited to help treat or find help for the people that have suffered these traumas, and you maybe help them move on, give them understanding, give them, some semblance of peace and support. But to hunt these people down after this period of time, when damn well World War II was a while ago, y'all. These guys are pretty much dead. I
don't know. I mean, maybe it's different in America, but in Britain, there is, I won't say a large portion, but it's still a very raw subject for a percentage of people over here. I mean, they still harbour a lot of
I can imagine
bad feelings towards Germany, which is ridiculous. Germans are some of the loveliest people I've ever met. Do you know what I mean?
It wasn't all Germans, It wasn't. It was.
Oh, well, we know this.
Yeah, and it wasn't. I mean, it was a crazy fucking time. I commend anybody who was able to live through it. I mean, the type of things they must have seen, but I don't know. I'm sure it's going to be a touchy subject for a long time. But
it's like a friend of mine. She is from the village that is attached to Auschwitz.
Okay.
She's Polish.
Yeah.
And for them, it's still a very sore subject. Do you know what I mean? And she's way, way too young to have ever experienced that. But obviously, the after effects of it, generationally.
Sure. I mean, she was raised by people that went through it, themselves. And
I think that part of why they go after these war criminals is it's justice for a people, not it's not like how best to explain this. It's gaining justice for the victims as a whole, not creating a villain out of the one person. It's not persecuting the person that did it. It's giving justice to the people affected by it.
Isn't it kind of though?
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. That is essentially what they're doing. They are punishing an individual for this crime, but the justice is served for the people, not. Do you know what I mean? That's the effect that it gives, rather than the effect being a 90-odd-year-old man gets banged up, which really serves no purpose. It's
what about
the fact that a group of people, a culture feels like some small part of justice has been served?
Oh, I know. We deal with that every day over here, it seems like. It's in the news constantly. Everybody's got a problem with somebody for something cultural that has happened to them. And it's...
Yeah, I've seen that.
You see my point on that one, though? It's like, where does this all stop? I mean, you don't see the Italians. I mean, they had Mussolini, who was technically, well, he was as bad as Hitler, in my opinion.
Surrender monkeys.
Yeah, I mean, he was... they've got some beef, You know, who else got beef? The Pole's got some beef. Let's see what else. Anybody who's not in white has got issues with somebody.
Wendy's.
Everybody's got issues.
The Native Americans should have they should be fucking pissed. They should, grab some whiskey, grab a horse and a bow and arrow and come after us all.
You guys really fucking screwed them guys over, didn't you?
A little bit.
I mean, it was, but again, not me. Not me.
No, not us personally.
Hey, I got a little, I'm a little German. Hello.
And I'm not gonna say, I mean, if they let their land go for something shiny, it's not my fault.
Actually, you know what I learned? This is pretty fucking weird and crazy. When the United States, this has got educational on the MHOG. Check this shit out. When the United States drew up the treaties with the different Indian nations, as we all know, they were given land, reservations that they live on, that they don't have to pay taxes, U.S. taxes and that sort of thing. But the reservations are very poor. U.S. really doesn't give them any help worth a shit. What it boils down to, did you know that every time a child on a reservation is born, the government requires the child to be blood typed and tested to see how much purity is left in their DNA of that Indian nation, of that group. If that purity drops below 13%, they, as a whole, they are required to relinquish the reservation land back to the U.S. government for whatever purposes they want. Now, on those reservations, they were very smart for this. Some of the highest areas, biggest areas for oil, gold, and diamond mining are found on Indian reservations. Basically, the United States government created a savings account for a rainy day, and is just waiting for the people just to get that diluted in their genetic makeup, basically to become. They're basically eradicating their own population by leaving the reservation, intermarrying, and stuff like that. They're waiting. They signed this a long time ago, had no idea what they were signing. They didn't understand that, but somebody did. It is crazy, isn't it? So basically, I think it's either the Navajo or the Cherokee Nation, I can't remember which one, is almost 2 percentage points away from losing all of their Indian land.
Wow.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
This shit could happen in our generation.
Got inbreed or lose everything.
Yeah, if they like this younger generation, they're going out, they're going to college, they're joining the military, they're creating lives like anybody else would. Hey, I'm a Navajo guy. I see this beautiful Cuban woman. I'm gonna marry that girl. She's amazing because love, it's just living. All of a sudden now there's like, oh well, we can. We're going to have a child. Oh, so you're actually, your heritage is Cherokee. Okay, well, we're going to have to blood type your child. Oh, okay, that's no problem. We just want to make sure there's no diseases or anything. Like, oh, okay, cool. And then they're like, oh, this generation's going to be the one. We got to prepare because we can take that land back. Yep.
Fucking, that's disgraceful.
That is fucked up. Yeah, I read a whole, there's a whole big paper on all those records. Those are all public records you can check out on Indian, reservations and stuff like that. And it's like, I did not know this shit happened. So
they're gonna have to get some more casinos like stat
and become like Amish and only stick with their own. They got to savor that 2% or 3% they got left.
They're gonna end up like the relatives of Jesus in the Preacher series.
Yeah,
that's gonna be bad.
I always said, though, I think the people that should be running this country are the Native Americans. They know it better.
Oh, they've been there.
They were here longer. Yeah, they know the shit. It's
the same in Australia. I mean, in Australia, the Aborigine people have been treated appallingly, and they own that fucking country. They got fucked over when we sent all our criminals over there, which was a stupid fucking idea. Cause it's a beautiful country, beautiful weather. And we sent our criminals there, and we kept the shitty small country with the fucking horrific weather.
Actually, I don't know how I've got, I don't know if it's a beautiful country. It looks beautiful in pictures, but everything that can kill you lives in Australia.
Including all the prisoners.
No, I mean, I'm the UK is the edited highlights. That's not the real United Kingdom at all.
He's not
telling
talking
you,
about. He's not about your shit
spiders
country.
the size of minis, Coopers. They've got earthworms that look like school buses.
He's talking about Australia, man.
Australia. Yeah.
The only thing that can kill you in UK is just angry soccer players.
Manchester United.
Hooligans.
Hey man, hooligans are far worse in Europe, which is why Rum's just been to.
I
fit in.
Insane.
I had a great time.
I'm sure you did, but you didn't go see Mart because you don't like him enough.
Oh, you know what you don't do? You don't stand in front of a Barca football store, where they sell the jerseys and stuff.
Uh-huh.
You don't stand in front of the store and yell Manchester United. They get pissed.
No, that's not a good plan.
Yeah, it was funny though. Because we were reenacting that scene from Eurotrip.
Yeah.
And we were singing the song and doing the whole thing, and it was absolutely funny.
Only to y'all.
But it was good, huh?
I said it was only funny to you guys.
Well, that's all it needed to be funny to.
Well, not necessarily, no, because the rest of them wanted to punch your fucking face in.
It was all right though. But speaking of football, Mart, I wanted to ask you a question. Here in the States, we're getting ready for the NFL draft picks.
Starts tonight.
That's tonight, yeah. How do they do that over there? Do they have like a drafting thing for like soccer and shit?
I don't know. I don't watch that shit.
You don't watch soccer?
No, man, it just bores me. In the 80s and the early 90s, it was awesome. Now it's just millionaire models in boxer shorts. It's
just some dudes kicking a ball around. Oh, wait, that's what it's always been.
Oh,
yeah, the game's changed.
Boring.
The game's changed a lot. It really has.
Boring.
Well, the game's changed a lot here too. It's all millionaires and crybabies and murderers.
Right.
Yeah, but that's what America's all about, isn't it?
No.
Land of the free, home of the brave, millionaires.
It's the land of the poor and home of the sexually confused.
Yeah, that's more like it.
I was watching a series called Sonic Highways. I don't know if you guys have heard about that. It's the Foo Fighters did a series.
Yes.
Called that went alongside their album that they released.
Did you see the New Orleans episode?
Yeah, that's what I was just coming to.
Yeah.
It looks quite nice there. It's not as bad as you guys were telling me.
It's pretty cool, man. It was actually, I remember when they were filming that because they were playing the next night at the House of Blues for free. They played for free. It was kind of like a last minute, like, okay, we're going to play the show for free. You can get your tickets on the count of 3, and then they sold out in like 30 seconds. But that day they played at that at the what the fuck was it?
What the fuck was the show about?
What, Sonic Highways? It's them going to different states and cities where they originally played their first tour shows, and they're playing in the places that they played.
Well, what were you saying about it, Mart? You just started watching it, or?
Yeah. I'm quite a big Foo Fighters fan, but I've been trawling through Netflix for music documentaries, and I came upon it and noticed the New Orleans episode, and it just made me think of you guys.
I didn't know you liked the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, I love the Foo Fighters. They're a great band.
I would not peg you as a Foo Fighter.
Me neither. No. But that's okay.
I mean, that's cool. That's cool.
I don't just listen to metal.
To what?
To metal.
Oh, okay.
I don't just listen to metal.
I didn't know what that word was you said at first.
Well, I mean, what if you're not listening to? All right, let me ask you a few questions, Mark. I want to really get to know you now. You like the Foo Fighters? All right, that's what you consider that. You just what do you with that? Like rock? Would you just call that rock music?
Yeah, it's just rock music.
Yeah, it's like that rock alternative.
Right. Okay, give me a classic rock. What would you listen classic rock wise?
And my brain just lit up.
White Snake.
White Snake. Okay. Rock. Sure, it is now.
Oh wait, hold on. Really? Yeah, I guess you could say that now because I mean now they're playing like Faith No More on the classic rock station now.
Yeah. Okay, let's take it back. 70s classic rock. 80s. Yeah, let's go 70s classic. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to real classic rock.
Well, 70s go back. Let's say the late 60s, early 70s, and Sabbath.
Okay, there you go. All right. I gotcha. Why it's got to be an English band?
Because we're superior. Obviously.
Prick. Okay, next.
Your country's only about 4 years old anyway. Don't worry about it.
Wait, what?
What about?
So your country's only like 4 years old anyway.
That's true. But it's 5 times the size of yours, bitch.
Yeah.
What?
There was slavery 500 years ago.
Yeah, ask your lady if size matters. What?
Oh, dear, fucking dear.
I was gonna say, what about? I mean, do you listen to anything else? Do you listen to, say, country music?
He likes rap.
You like the rap music? What do you like in the rap?
Oh, fucking hell. Ice Cube, Ice-T, NWA. I've got a ridiculously large rap and hip-hop collection.
Oh, so you like old rap?
Yeah. New rap doesn't count, so that's just bullshit.
Yeah, there is no such thing as new rap. It's all poop.
What about...
The closest to new rap I listen to is like Vinnie Paz and Ill Bill.
What about Machine Gun Kelly?
Meh, all right.
Rum, how come every time we bring up rap, that's the first name you bring up?
Well, because I like Machine Gun Kelly.
It's like every time we talk about it, yeah, man, y'all heard that new Machine Gun Kelly? I'm like, who the fuck is Machine Gun Kelly?
Well, first off,
I don't know him at all. So.
I listen to stuff like Steely Dan and Creedence Clearwater Revival.
That is not rap.
That's not rap, Mark.
Not rap.
No, just what I'm saying is I've got my tastes are huge. I don't just listen to.
All right, give me a good pop song.
Boom bop.
Come on, you know that pop song that you're in the car and you're like, God, I wish I didn't know this, but I got to sing it in my head at least. What's that song?
To be honest, pop is a bit of a stuff. Actually,
I know
Slade or Budgie, bands like that. They're pop songs, aren't they?
Budgie?
Well, I thought you'd like maybe like Little Mix.
Isn't Budgie like a bird?
Mate, get Budgie on your Spotify or Deezer or whatever you listen to. They're a fucking great band.
Budgie.
I think you're more of a Little Mix.
No, I'm not a Little Mix fan. Dude, that's way before my time. I couldn't name one song, I guarantee you. I know that one of them's got a big moon-shaped head. But that's
Little Mix is not before your time, dude. They're like out now.
No, I know they are, but what I'm saying is, like, when I was listening to pop, I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Now, that's just for.
Yeah, I'm kind of same way.
That's kind of funny.
Like, the only reason I know certain guys' names, was it that fucking oh god, I can't think of the rap guy's name now. But the only reason Post Malone. The only reason I know any of his stuff is because Caitlin likes him. I would have never fucking known who this person was.
Dude, I could quite happily slam his head in a car door for a full hour and not get bored.
Now look, I'll tell you this. All right, I'll tell you this right now. I watched a video of him playing the acoustic guitar and singing. That dude has a real talent. What he's doing,
he doesn't use it.
Exactly. What he's doing as those rap songs and stuff that he puts out, that's just him making money, guys. That guy's an actual look up his acoustic stuff, dude. He really is talented. Like, I was super surprised. Like, I was like, can't be real. This is not really him, and it was. I was really surprised.
I just refuse to believe that.
I'm telling you, dude.
Even if it's true, I just refuse to believe it.
I came up with the idea that I am going to be a SoundCloud rapper. I'm going to make up some stuff and find me some free beats online and make up some fucking words. Anybody can do it, obviously. Anybody can do it.
Yeah,
I've got some skill.
Look, we could be a rap group. Yeah. I mean, fuck.
I can spit rhyme.
Me too. I could spit on the ground.
I could do it. Go throw out some freestyle. Go.
Go ahead, man. Rum, I was waiting, dude. I was throwing it. What are you doing, man?
That was a freestyle, bro.
No, that was Master Beat. You heard me?
Why don't you like rap out a cover? Do something. Give me something familiar.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? Rap out a cover.
Rap out a cover, like something that someone's already done. Spit it out. Just give it to me.
No,
like you're singing a cover song.
Why are you putting me on the spot? You're the one who just screamed out, "I could do that." Go for it.
Well, you're the one who wants to be a SoundCloud rapper. So I want to say,
I gotta write my shit down, motherfucker. I ain't got that kind of skills.
man, I got skill. I can do it. Like, la-di-da-di, we like to party. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody. We're just some men that's on the mic. And when we rock up on the mic, we rock the mic white. Check it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, your turn. Come on, Mark. You said you had skills. Let me hear it.
I didn't say I had skills at all.
I know. I'm just throwing you out there, trying to get you under the bus.
Come on, I thought we were doing something cool there.
I thought it was cool, man. I was into it. I was throwing it down, man.
To be fair, the amount of rap lyrics that are stored in my head for no apparent reason, like "Bombs Over Baghdad" by Outkast.
Bombs Over Baghdad. I love that song. Hey, you should have seen me at the club over there, man. Man, we were awesome. I was throwing out moves. Man, I had moves like Jagger.
Mm-hmm,
I was doing some shit out there now.
Yeah,
people were looking at me going, man, look at that guy. He can move.
You do know Jagger is geriatric and probably can't move very well.
Well, I don't know. Maroon 5 says he can, so there we go.
Maroon 5. I got an interesting story about Maroon 5. I don't know if I told you this on the show yet. The guy that Adam Levine had on his show that was from here. I'm not going to give out his name, but he was on the show and he made it pretty far. And actually, he is still friends with Adam Levine, and he plays music out here all the time. Like, I see him all the time. I've talked to him a few times. Well, my boss went to see him play at a place where he was doing an acoustic show, and they were talking, and he asked if Adam Levine still keeps in touch with him. He said, yeah, normally they don't, but he does. He really liked me, and he was talking to me about stuff and, this and that. He said he's invited him to, like, his parties and shit like that. But so he said, Adam Levine told him this and said he really wishes that he could be like this guy. He said, because the shit that he puts out on record, he said he hates it. He said, but the shit that you do didn't make me $4 million this year.
Well, that's exactly right, dude.
So
it makes sense.
It says it right there, guys. Like, Adam Levine is doing this for money, and that's awesome. I understand. I completely get it. Completely.
Oh, of course, they all do it for money, don't they? The big ones. I mean, but then again, it's like, we've always called it the Nashville mentality, where you get the best singer, the best guitarist, the best bass player, the best writer, and you put them together and you make a record, and that's what they release.
Right.
That's to make money. That's the Nashville mentality, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it sure is, dude. Sure is.
Yeah.
Now we're just bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
But
compared to country from years ago,
it's amazing.
But same with pop.
It just amazes me. And then he was just kind of like, look, I wish I could be a rock star. Go out there and rock out every day and do what I want. But he said, it doesn't make money.
No, it doesn't.
It's pretty sad.
Makes money?
It's pretty sad.
You know what makes money?
What makes money, Rum?
La-di-da-di. We like to party. That makes money.
Not anymore. That did it once, and it's time it made
Don't just stand there, bust a move.
You want it.
Talking about pop. I was something the other day.
What's that?
You remember Kid and Play?
Of course.
Yeah. High top phase.
Dudes are in their 50s now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude. They're old.
Dudes are in their 50s. And I was like, oh my God.
Then I guess they can't be called Kid and Play anymore?
No, they're like old and crippled. That's their new name.
Old dude and can't play.
Can't. used to play, have a bad hip.
Papa and can't play. There you go. That's how it is. That's what it's called.
It's like, what
happened to Chris Cross?
Friday came out. Chris Cross, did they finally put the trousers on the right way?
No, actually, one of them died and the other one has disappeared.
Oh
shit.
Yeah. I want to say it was this is going to sound racist as hell, but the darker skinned kid died.
It's not racist. It's just a state of fact.
Yeah, he died. I don't remember his name. It's Chris or Cross. I don't know. But they're both named Chris, so,
Oh. That was creative.
He died.
I didn't understand the backwards clothes. I never understood that.
Because it was just a thing, man. They got famous off of it. So what?
Yeah.
Big deal. They made a lot of money.
Yeah, they blew through all their money too.
Oh yeah. Sure.
It was Chris Kelly that died.
There you go.
That was in like 2013.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
He had an extensive history of drug abuse, apparently.
Yes.
Who'd have thought it?
Surprising.
Yes, he
A mixture of
did.
cocaine and heroin.
Yeah. Rest in peace. I wonder if they put him in the coffin backwards. Why, man? Why? Seriously.
Just imagine playing Jump at the funeral and like everyone would be just intensely watching the coffin just in case.
I mean, it was just an inquiry.
Put some lowrider hydraulics on it. Just make the coffin bounce across.
Oh my god, dude. We're terrible fucking people. We're terrible people.
That's funny. It's all right. Death can be funny.
It can be. Unless you're the one dying.
Sometimes dying is the funniest thing you'll ever do in your life.
Sometimes it's the last thing you do. Oh wait, it is the last thing you'll do.
Usually the last. But sometimes,
I'm guaranteed every one of us, death will be the last thing we do.
No,
it's usually shit yourself afterwards, isn't it?
I'm going to fart.
The last thing you do.
I'm going to eat a bunch of food and then die. So I can shit all over you guys.
Do we have any sort of script today then?
No, not really.
We did, but we threw it out the window.
Yeah. I do want to talk a little bit about Texas Frightmare Weekend.
Please do.
It's next weekend. So if anybody can go. We cannot go this year, unfortunately, because of my money that I had saved up for the trip got used up on the hospital bills. So I'm kind of fucked on that right now. So, but at least I'm alive and I'm good with that.
And here all it was gas.
Yeah. Well, we don't know what it really was yet. I get to go see some more doctors next week, so we'll see.
Oh, fun.
You didn't tell me any of this, you motherfucker. I didn't know you'd been in hospital.
Hey, cocksucker was all over Facebook. You should have looked.
I don't look at Facebook if I can help it. It's full of dickheads.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, I went to the hospital. I was having chest pains. So...
It was gas.
You asshat. You need to tell me these things.
So, as I went to the hospital, I went into the ER, and I stayed there for a while.
I gave him a Tums, and it was better.
Dear, oh dear. Are they going to make you get fit and shit now, Mr. Barras?
I don't know. I mean, I'll see what the doctor says, like the other doctors. I'm sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have to go do some of that kind of stuff.
Well, that's good. That's not a bad thing. What are you rolling around the ground? Are you on fire?
Drop and roll.
Tuck and roll. Tuck and roll.
I think Wayne's just falling over.
Pip in distress.
Is Wayne even still there?
I'm here. I'm having trouble with the mics. Hold on.
It sounded like you cascaded down a mountainside for a moment. Softly, like on pillows. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Oh. Jesus. Yeah, so he was in the hospital.
I don't know what's going on with his microphones.
He had a fart stuck. They gave him a Tums. He's okay now. But they're gonna... Exactly. That's what happens.
Actually, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what else is going to go on. We'll see. I'll keep everybody in the loop as I find out. Next Thursday, I go and most likely I'm going to have a tube shoved down my throat and up my ass. So
and then they'll touch.
Hopefully they don't accidentally stick the one up my ass first and go, you know what? I need to put this is the one that goes in your throat. I'm sorry.
Here, we're going to use the same tube.
Yeah.
Just make sure they do a live feed for you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give them my phone and say, look, guys, live feed this, please. My friends want to watch.
Oh wow.
But that, so there was that. Sorry, yeah. So we cannot go to Texas Frightmare, unfortunately, this year. And it really, really, really fucking sucks for me because this is the one year that I should be going because one of my all-time favorite horror movies is being prevalently featured, and it's Hellraiser. And like awesome. All the cast is pretty much going to be there, including Clive Barker, and it just really upsets me that I won't be able to go. A friend of mine is actually going to take one of my little pop vinyls and get it signed by Clive Barker and Doug Bradley for me, so that's cool. I mean, I'll have to pay him, but still. At least I'm going to get something out of it. I'm pretty excited about that. But
that's very cool.
But it just sucks because I really wanted to get a picture with both of those guys. And
Hellraiser's one of my favorite movies. Too.
Oh, dude, of all time, man. Like, it's such a good.
It's one of the few proper horror films that sticks in my mind.
It is. That movie, the original Hellraiser, was a movie I actually cringed at.
Yeah.
It was cringeworthy to me. And yet, it was cool. Because for some creepy reason, I wanted to be Pinhead.
Me too.
It was the whole aesthetic of it. It was amazing.
Everything was
amazing.
Everything. Yeah, they couldn't have cast anybody else for that role. He's iconic.
Oh yeah, dude. And you know, there's a few others that are going to be there. Remember the chick with like the microphone thing stuck through her face in one of them?
Yeah.
She's going to be there. The Chatterbox dude, the dude had no lips.
Yeah.
Him and the big fat guy, the big fat one, he's going to be there. Those three Cenobites going to be there. Plus, from the new Hellraiser film, I forget the name of the new one.
The fat one was called Butterball, by the way.
Yes, Butterball.
Yeah, Butterball.
The newest one that's coming out, or is out. You can watch it now. The guy who plays Pinhead will be there as well.
Hellraiser Judgment.
Judgment, yes. The Pinhead character from there, he'll be there too, along with the original Pinhead, which is Doug Bradley. And they said that was there any animosity or anything between the two, since Doug doesn't, he's the original and this guy's taking over the spot basically. And Doug was like, no, more power to him. They had a big long meeting together, the two guys. They went over different things, and I haven't watched the new movie yet, but I've heard good things.
Okay,
looks like 63. He doesn't give a shit anymore anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he's an old dude.
I need to say this out loud real quick. Skype is saying that my computer is going to shut down in 25 seconds for an update. 22 seconds.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Stop that shit happening.
Yeah, you can stop it. Just tell them no.
There is no. It just says it will shut down, and I'm down to 18 seconds.
Let's see. This will be interesting.
If it cuts me off, talk about the new Venom.
We will. I'll bring that up for sure. But like I said, I want everybody to go to fucking Texas Frightmare if you can. It's something not to miss. So, Rum, did you leave?
Cruel world. Good. What the fuck? Is it gonna cut me off?
Did it cut you off yet?
Not yet.
See, you're still there.
Yep.
No, he left.
I don't even know if he's just taking the piss or has he left.
He's gone. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but whatever. So Rum just got cut off for some fucking reason or another. Who knows? He might just need to go eat dinner. I don't know. But it's pretty funny. I think
if he'd have still got those other Skype accounts on his phone, he could have just called it in.
He still does right now on his phone. He'd be pissed off, but who cares? So did you see the Venom trailer, man? The new Venom trailer?
Yeah, I'm strangely excited. Actually, I thought it was going to be a clusterfuck, but it's starting to look okay.
I think it looks all right. I'm just kind of weirded. It's kind of a weird, like, I don't know. It's going to be.
He's not a hero. He's not a hero, is he?
Like this anti-hero thing that they're trying to do, and then I found out like that Woody Harrelson is going to be in the film, possibly playing Carnage.
Carnage, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, to be fair, if he sticks to the original sort of Cletus Cassidy, I think he could probably do a good job.
It's possible. I mean, he's a good actor, man. He really is. So, I mean, I think he can pull things out of his ass, but will we get to see full-fledged Carnage is what I'm wondering.
Probably in the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Probably so. But, I mean, I think it's going to be a good, decent film.
Going to be the bad guy. Is it going to be a super-powered bad guy, or is it going to be standard bad guys?
I think it may be a mixed thing. Like, it may be where Venom is, like, Tom Hardy's trying to fight off Venom kind of thing, Like a fight with your inner self.
This is going to suck, isn't it?
Yeah, probably so. And it's kind of weird to see Tom Hardy playing Venom when he just got finished playing Bane.
Yeah.
The
thing is, if Tom Hardy had like stuck on the steroids like he was on for Bane,
no, he looks smaller now.
He would have made a good Eddie Brock.
Yeah,
he would have made a good Eddie Brock because Eddie Brock was gigantic, wasn't
he? Yeah, he was.
It's a mixed bag because I really want it to be a good film, but I just hope it doesn't turn into Spider-Man 3.
Well, we all hope it doesn't turn to Spider-Man 3. Although Spider-Man 3 was pretty funny. the whole goth thing was funny.
Always been my favorite superhero. Like
who?
A huge margin. Spider-Man. I've always been like a massive Spider-Man fan.
Really? I didn't take you for a Spider-Man guy. I took you for more of a Norseman, Thor kind of guy.
No, man. I've
since you named your
age, I've got like full runs of comics, like from number 1 to the end. I've got full runs of loads of different Spider-Man titles.
But I'm just saying, I took you more of like the Thor kind of guy since you did name your son Loki. I'm just saying.
I sort of got into Norse mythology the older I got, like more than because people think that he was named after Loki from Thor.
I know.
He totally wasn't.
I know that, man.
He was named after the god, not after the.
Come on, he's not named after the dude from fucking Avengers.
No, he's really not. He's genuinely named after the Norse god of mischief.
Yeah. Bullshit. Okay, anyway, that's cool. I understand. It's good.
No, he totally is.
I know. I could tell you just had your rum lion voice.
My daughter is actually named after one of the characters in Twilight, thanks to my lovely missus.
Right? See.
But I'll have to admit to that. But
it's okay. It's
okay. Loki's named after the god, not the character.
Nice. My son's named after me, so it's okay. Named after me and my father.
Wayne Barras, 92nd.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll have a 92nd. That'd be awesome. Like I'll be dead, gone, and just to know that my chain just wouldn't stop. It just keeps going down the line. Yes.
That'd be cool.
Yes.
It's weird because like the name Wayne over here is like an older name. It's pretty much a dead name now. Like Keith's a dead name now as well.
Really?
Like the names that people don't name their children anymore.
Well, that's because people name their kids like Bryland and Ubagini and all these fucking stupid names that are just made up, completely made up.
Make them up or try and put two together.
Yeah,
that's the one that pisses me off, like Shaznay or Shaniqua.
Yeah, and I'm not even talking about stuff like that, dude. I'm just talking about like in general. Like I've heard so many fucking like the Brayland and the Brantleys and the which I have my nephew's name is Brantley. And it's just like, it's just weird to me that I hear these names now, and it's like, goddamn.
That's not a real name.
Brantley? Yes, it is.
Wowzers.
It's in the name baby book thing. Look it up.
There's a girl who lives in our area who changed the name to 17, which is ridiculous.
That's dumb. Why? Is she like 6 better than 11? Get it?
Years ago, I think it must have been like the best time of her life. She changed the name to 17. Now she's like probably coming up on 40. Probably got about 30 kids.
Nice.
Living on benefits. I don't know.
It takes 17 inches. It takes 17 inches to please her. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's like a whole forearm. That's a cubit in medieval terms.
That's a horse, my friend. That's it.
You've seen too much internet, my friend. Too much internet.
So, all right. So I was talking to you earlier, and I was thinking of some stuff that we should talk about, and we covered most of everything except for Lost in Space. Have you watched that yet?
Yeah, I've watched the whole series.
So have I.
Really enjoyed it.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it.
Me too, dude. I loved it. I was so disappointed that it was over.
Yeah, and the new series isn't going to be till late 2019 or early 2020.
But I mean, they spent so much. Actually, I take that back. I am on the last episode. I'm halfway through the last episode. I can't tell you I finished the whole thing. So don't tell me the ending because I really didn't. And then plus, I don't want to say any spoilers on the show anyway. But I really enjoyed it, man. I really dug what they did with the robot and how they did all that really cool shit.
I fucking love the new Robbie the robot, even though they never actually call him Robbie, do they?
They never called him that in the first one.
Did they not? I can't
remember.
Never.
Never was once. He just had that name for some reason. But yeah, I really dug it, man. I really thought that was a fucking cool way to go. And I also really liked the gender change on the doctor, which was cool.
Yeah. She's a fucking great actor because you fucking hate her, don't you?
Oh, dude, I hate her so much. Like I just want to punch her in the face. Like really, just she makes me sick to my stomach, dude. But she's
exactly what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and she's such a cold-hearted bitch, dude. It's so good. It's so fucking good. I do have to say I'm really enjoying this series, and I'm just disappointed that it's almost over.
I mean, I must admit, there's a few things I've seen on Netflix, Lost in Space included, where I've just seemed to think to myself, how much money have they fucking spent?
They did over $1 million an episode. I think it was like 3 per episode. Wow. But you got to think about it, dude. All right, so let's say there's 10 episodes. That's $30 million, right? And Netflix charges like, I don't know, $11 or so a month.
Yeah.
That's nothing, dude. 3 months they paid for that show. You know they have over 1 million people watching.
This is true.
You know, and I mean...
They were like a billion in debt, though, weren't they?
They were at one time. I don't know if they still are.
I think they said that was like on paper rather than actual debt.
Yeah.
Because of that takes into account that all the different film companies and production companies that are pulling all their products, aren't they?
And then you got to think...
Netflix say by 2020 they want 50% of their own content anyway.
Yeah. And you got to think about this too. I mean, look, they have like 2 of the largest shows ever produced. I mean, I guarantee you Stranger Things has blown away anything that's been on television in the last, year or 2.
And quite possibly my favorite series of all time.
Which one?
Stranger Things. I love it.
Oh yeah, dude, I love that show. I'm actually gonna start rewatching it again. Like, I watched the first season and the second season. I'm ready to watch it again because it's such a good show. I'm gonna do the same thing with Lost in Space. I think
again, actually.
Really?
Because Vicky never watched it, so I watched them all, and then went back and watched it again with her.
Well, I watched it by myself the first time I've ever seen it. Well, I watched it with my kid when he was little, and I watched it. I kept telling Caitlin, "Look, man, you really got to watch the show. I think you really like it. Like, it's really awesome. It's not it's not what you think." And she's like, "I don't know." So one day I went to bed and the kid went to bed with me. We were sleeping and I woke up the next day and she's like, "I watched Stranger Things and it's fucking awesome." I was like, "Yeah, I told you." So like she caught up on it and then she watched it 3 more times before season 2 came out. Like she loved that show so much, dude. Like she watched it 3 more times.
Vicky's the same. She's totally in love with it.
It's a very good show and I loved every minute of it. Like season 2 to me was a little weak. It was good, but it was not as good as the first season.
I actually thought it was just as good.
Really? No, I thought it was a little bit weak compared to the first season. Although I did like the first, I liked how the character development came later in season 2 with all the, with Steve and all those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that character development, and I really dug what's his name, Sam Gamgee's role. That was good too.
Yeah, Vicky went crazy when this is going to be spoiler alert for everybody who's listening who hasn't seen Strange Things. Mute this for a couple of seconds anyway.
Fuck it. Who cares? I mean, if you haven't seen season 2 already, it's been out almost a year. So
when they killed Bob off, Vicky was not a happy bunny at all. Because he's a great character.
I mean, come on, guys.
He said that he wasn't supposed to be that much of a good character, but
no,
he sort of filled the role beautifully.
But I mean, it's you gonna get Sean Astin to play a shit off character. That's not something you do, man. Because Sean Astin's a fucking great character actor. He's amazing, and
he really is.
And you put him in any role, and people are gonna fucking be drawn to it. I mean,
but it's like the cast was perfect though.
Yeah.
In every way. Even the guy who played Billy, who was the Red Power Ranger, wasn't he?
He was in the new Power Ranger movie. Yeah. Which I've never seen yet, but I've heard that was pretty decent.
I enjoyed it. It was pretty much like Spider-Man in armor for most of the film.
Cool.
But it's really good. Well, I mean, we'll come back to this in a bit. But talking Power Rangers, just remind me of Ninja Batman later on.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. We need to get on. We need to go on that too. Yeah.
But yeah, as far as Stranger Things go, how crazy is it listening to Millie Bobby Brown talk when you realise she's actually English?
Right. That's like with half the cast of The Walking Dead, man. Like every time I see these dudes and they're like doing interviews, and I'm like, who the fuck are you, Rick Grimes?
Well, the thing is, I used to watch a program with him, and it was like a lawyers, young professional, well, solicitors as they called over here, but that makes them sound like prostitutes.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, it was a series, and that's how I knew him. And then he came up as Rick Grimes in The Walking Dead. I've watched episode 1, which coincidentally is the only good episode of The Walking Dead.
Really, dude, I love The Walking Dead. Like I'm still one of the faithful watchers. I watch it every season. Last season was fantastic.
It's a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit.
No, man.
I got all the way to season 3, and it destroyed my soul. It really did. I wanted so badly for that series to be good. And it was just...
I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it. I really do. I mean, they finally, they're up to like the Negan people. Well, Negan's done now. I mean, spoiler alert, everybody. that the whole Negan saga is over so far. And from what I'm seeing, and I just read recently that they're going to do what's called... It looks like they were hinting towards the next villain being the Whisperers. I don't know if you read the comics.
Yeah.
But
which is why I found the series so disappointing.
Well, I mean, dude, there's so much you can't do in a fucking show. I mean, look at Preacher. You can't fucking do that in Preacher.
Well,
but Preacher,
it's like
Preacher's a good show. I enjoy it. It's only gonna have 3 seasons, it seems like, but it was still good.
I love the Preacher comics. My brother got me into them.
The Preacher comics is probably the best comic I've ever read, and it's probably the most fucked up comic I've ever read.
Yeah.
I mean, by far. Really is. It is not a kid's comic book.
Sandman's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good one, too.
Read any of those.
That's a good one, too.
But as far as Walking Dead goes, it's like, perfect example, Season 2, The Farm. That was most of Season 2. Dude, that was 9 pages.
Dude, you can't...
Do you know what I mean?
But you can't do what they did in the comic because... 2 reasons. You can't have your fucking TV show mapped out already so that people, when they go to watch it, they're going to go, I know what's going to happen next. I know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? They have to have different things happen so that the people who are watching it, if they read the comic book, it's not going to be the same thing.
Yeah, but that's what they want. People who read the comic book, love the comic book. That's what they want. Do you know what I mean? Just like with Venom. You read the comic book, you know the character of Venom, you love the character of Venom. Then he turns up in a film, he's a hero, and it's all shitty, and he's fighting villains, and it's wrong. Or like Men in Black. Wrong. Although they were funny films, to be fair.
Oh, I did like Men in Black. I like those films.
Yeah, they were funny movies, but they weren't the comics.
Well, no, so but nothing is, dude. You mean
you
separate
myself? Well, and yeah, you've got to bear in mind, I read a lot of manga and watch a lot of anime.
Right.
So,
but you got to understand too, dude. I'm looking at it like this, and that's I do the same thing with the superhero movies, and I know Adam is like very adamant that they have to have these points and stuff like that, and this and that stuff, and I get it, that's cool, but I mean, if you have these fan base that's reading these comics, do they really want to see the exact same thing you just read?
Yes.
I don't.
I do.
I mean, I enjoy. I mean, like I said, certain things have to be those things. Like, if fucking Superman went and his adopted parents were not Clark Kent. I mean, the Kents. You know what I'm saying? If there were something else, then I'd be fucked up about it. Same as like in Supergirl, where fucking what's his name? The fucking photographer. I can't think of his name offhand. Jimmy Olsen. Yeah. Why is Jimmy Olsen a big, handsome black dude? He is not. He's a redheaded, skinny, scrawny, ugly motherfucker.
It's like why is Kingpin?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Giant black dude.
Then again, back to Men in Black. Will Smith's character was tall and blonde and white.
Correct. But and then in Preacher,
but it worked.
But look in Preacher. The girl, she was an Irish girl. Yeah.
I actually think she worked, to be fair.
Oh no, she did a great job. I think she did a fucking fantastic job, dude. I
think it comes down to the actor and whether the actor can actually carry the role rather than the race.
And then,
if someone can convey the feeling of the character properly, I don't give a flying fuck what race they are.
I agree. completely agree. As long as it's a culture shock at first, but then once you get into it, and if the character's right, it's right. And that's
what I'm saying. That's the difference between character and storyline, though.
Well, I'm also thinking that with storyline too. I mean, no, I like that with storyline too. Like they're always saying, like people hated the Superman Returns movie. I love that fucking movie. I thought it was great. I thought it was good that Superman became an asshole and he was a deadbeat dad for a little while. You know, that was a good storyline to me.
Do you mean the original Superman Returns?
The one with Brendan Routh.
No, that's bullshit. No, I don't. No, I can't. I hate his Superman.
Really?
But then
I thought he was one of the best Superman that they ever made. Like him, like his persona as Superman was awesome.
It's hard for me to judge. Really, I'll be unfair about it because as a comic book character, I hate Superman. I hate Superman and I hate Captain America. I think they're just piss poor comic book heroes.
You just hate everything about America, don't you?
Yes.
You're a piece of shit.
Everything. Yeah,
I guess what the fuck is his name? Super Patriot? Is that the guy's name? No, Captain Britain or some shit.
Yeah, there's Captain Britain. There's Union Jack as well.
Union Jack, that was the other one. Yeah.
They were terrible as well. I think
they were just rip-offs of fucking Captain America and Iron Man.
Absolutely. This is what I mean. I think all patriotic superheroes, regardless of the country they're from, are just pretty fucking weak, really.
Yeah,
propaganda.
They don't have. Aren't they? Do they have like an Iraqi guy, or like a Japanese man? I mean, I've never seen any of these kind of characters. I'm just curious.
It really wouldn't surprise me. I'm gonna have to check this shit out at some point.
I'm not trying to be an asshole about it. I just don't know. I know there was one from Canada.
Loosely segueing into Batman Ninja.
Yeah. I have to say. Yeah. Go ahead and drop that in there real quick, man.
You've got to see it. It is absolute lunacy.
It's good though.
They're one of the best. Yeah, that's what I mean in a great way. It's a great Batman. The Joker is phenomenal. One of the best Jokers I've seen in a long time.
Awesome.
But towards the end, I'm not going to blow storyline for you, but towards the end, it turns from Batman to Power Rangers in ancient Japan.
What?
That's all I'm going to say to you.
All right. To watch I'm going to watch it. I'm gonna check it out, see if it's on Fire Stick this week, and get in there and check it out.
I think it was on Showbox that I saw it on.
Showbox, right? All right, cool. I'll check that out too.
Watch that and Pacific Rim Uprising on the same night.
I need to see the new Deadpool. I haven't seen that yet, and
is it out yet?
I'm not sure. I think it is. I want to say it's. I want to say it's out. I want to say it's out.
Go on.
No, I want to say it's out because I think it came out last week, and the Avengers movie comes out this week.
The Avengers movie came out yesterday.
It came out today for us.
Maybe yeah, because you're living in the past.
Yeah, we're in the past, man.
Well, it's already tomorrow for me, so
yeah.
It's 2 a.m. for me.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, man, we definitely got to see those films. I'm gonna go check them out. And if you get a chance, man, today, look on Amazon or iTunes or one of those places. You can wherever you steal movies from, you can look at that too. Look up the movie SuperCon. It's the movie that we were in. Me and Caitlin and the MHOG podcast was represented in that movie. It comes out today or tomorrow for you or yesterday for you, whatever it was. So look it up, man.
Give me 2 seconds, man. Get off the fucking laptop, cat. Get off. Fucking dickhead.
There you go. Sorry. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it right there. That's how you do it. So yeah, look it up, dude. Look up that fucking movie, man. You got to watch it because we are definitely in it. We've got a lot of fucking screen time. Ted Wiley's in it. Tim Lottie's in it. Vernon's in it. There's a fuck ton of us in that film. You got to look at it, man. You got to watch it.
If Ted Wiley's in it, I'll check it out then.
Fuck off. But yeah, go check it out. It should be out. It's coming at limited release in the theaters, and it's not actually playing here, so we can't go see it. So we're gonna watch it on fucking one of those. So,
try and find it now. It's not on my usual movie streaming friend.
Yeah. Check it out, man. Like I said, you probably can get it pretty regularly.
I I remember all the updates you guys were putting out when it was being filmed.
Yeah.
You guys and Latty as well.
Yep.
And it seemed like a lot of fun.
It was, dude, look, let me tell you, that was probably one of the best experiences and worst experiences of my life, because that was the same time when my mom was in the hospital and her passing away and stuff, and I was filming this film. So it's kind of bittersweet for me, but you know, being in that film was really awesome. It was really cool. It was a great experience, you know, meeting Zach Knudsen, the director, who actually has been on the show twice. He's a really good guy. He's going to come back on the show pretty soon after it launches and stuff, so we'll see what happens. And Tyrus was on our show as well. He plays one of the roles in the film as well. So
it's Ryan Quanten, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's weird because I grew up watching him on an Australian soap opera that we watch over here in England.
I got me, him, and I think it was Adam was in the picture with us, and Ted Wally. We all took a picture with him together, all hanging out.
That's cool. Is it short?
Very, very cool dude, though. Very cool dude.
Yeah, like I say, I've virtually grown up watching him. It's crazy.
But anyway, man, I got to cut this off. We've been talking and bullshitting for a while. So, thank you, Mark.
I'll be doing school run in 5 hours.
Yeah. Go get you some sleep, man, and have a good day. And I will hit you up tomorrow sometime. Bullshit with you.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, Rum, for joining us for that 45 minutes, I guess it was, that he was on.
No thanks for disappearing, asshole.
And, again, I was your host, Wayne.
I've been Mad Mart Flannagan.
And remember, ladies and gentlemen, to keep it. Oh, yeah. Stay away. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's it.